One West. Yeah. I'ma do it when you afraid to do it. I'ma say what you ain't gonna say. I'ma tell you what you need to hear. This life they got us fucked up, man. Real fucked up. Look. Feel me one time. Look. Yo. I know struggle, I know pain. I know my people struggle with the dope to cope with the wrong days. I know it's a place called America. I know it's a place where they deal with us like homeland terrorists. I know it's a place got us fucked up. I know it's a place got us in position so we never try to stand up. I know it's a place where they see me sleep. And when it comes to my people, they love to see a black man weak. But it's a survival of the fittest. And when it comes to the Lord, best believe we gon' get it. Rise Israel, rise. Fuck the devil for his lies. Fuck the devil for his lies. Rise Israel, rise. Fuck the devil for his lies. Fuck the devil for his lies. Rise Israel, rise. Rise Israel, rise. Yeah, this ain't the place you wanna be. Where you can surrender for those things that we dead in the streets. This white man, he play for keeps. And when it comes to his love, you should never wanna see. I want more for peace. I want more for peace. I want them dead in the streets. I want more for peace. I want them dead in the streets. I want them dead in the streets. Yes, it's for dead in the truth. Because my king comes, he gon' show you what it do. Just to argue on the nations, you had a hand in that pressure for the scale like you face it. See, man, y'all think it's a game when we bring to you like this, man. I gotta give you the truth. When they lie to you, you love the lies because it tastes sweet. But it's true, bitter. Get you straight to the core, man. What you need. One last shit. Now, I got the pleasure to introduce you to that Philly barbarian. Hey, yo, Slack, you had something to say to your friend. All this pain is how they cope. These situations stay the same, so it's hard to hope. Same time with the game that it comes to go. Who's to the game, you ain't hardly know. So, that's why you gotta play it smarter. I'd rather die on my feet as a man than a martyr. That's just a lesson for my daughters. Cause no, they probably gave his life just to build to a fortress. So you will always be protected. Still you living in the world, you don't feel neglected. I tell you while you young, just so you expect it. And when that fake love come, you can reject it. But this is hectic. Give me one more second. I just hope you make the same choices and never purpose. I don't want you to listen to innocence prematurely. For you, I'll be judged executioner and the jury. And just know you worth all the diamonds and all the jewelry. Every single movie, you never show me the truth. That's why if they wanna hurt you, they gotta go through me. And even if I can't to be by your side physically. I just want my baby girl to rise out this misery. That's why I be working and despise every enemy. Cause they wanna separate our bond and our memory. So I pray for victory, and I pray for pain. And I pray so we don't have to ever do the same. Until I rise again. This pressure that comes from the block, you connect up inside of a box. When you reaching out on the spot, out there, we can't set up our time. Opportunity doesn't matter, no, that's how I live in the house. And all of that stress that we're talking, still too much to stop. We don't want to see you full, make you full. All I want to take your words for. When your favorite star, got a heart more, and it's worth more than mama's car. Type of shit make you want to say fuck the law. When your friends do, when your face for, then you don't even my own car store. So call the boys, hustle them more. Won't be an entrepreneur. We want our checks. We want work for ourselves. We want on the next. If you want to break, when you're on your own assets. So the only way it shows, it's gotta be an outlet so we connect. Let's say hi like hola. Listen to over, with what we're over. Been watching our Tommy and Ghost, bruh. So I need some powder. Fish scale and soda for 99 cents.
Repeat my history, crack cocaine and second movie. It's playing simple, way back to my mother. It's in my blood, so I feel like it's time. It's time. Back in the bad days, no fuck just some hack, but it was a crack baby. Tell me to put on my head and shut the scale up in it. So she was selling everything in the house, goddamn. She didn't give a damn other stuff, goddamn. So much with her, man. I had to take care of us in the beach with broke kids. I'm running away with no crazy, no food or afraid, no culture. Got food stamps on her neighbors, sour opinions, no pages. Late night, you shop bodegas. Couple grams to be some hell. Too late, had my whole flavors. And when time was to cash up, I can dash up. Told me to take percent. 15 bucks for that kid, fuck all that shit. Then the young need knows, let it go with the coats. 10 back with their hoes, on run shows. No food, really, get to the store. 10 down from the sack, and he points to the back, saying, I can be your best, so 99 cents.
Nigga, I'm lit. Fuck you, pain. Crit hoes love me, love bitches say I'm crazy. Say she love my vibe, cause the niggas go wait. All my haters need a dick. Suckin' shit don't faze me. Underground lucky radios won't play me. Hit the club, to the stage, nigga, never sway. Wait. I never wanted to be famous. See, I was better than nameless. And everything that it came with, the love, the hate, I just embraced it. It's hard not to shine, my nigga, I can't escape it. 10 toes down, jumping hard on the pavement. Yeah, we had to, and we had to chase it. But they didn't want to give it to us, so we had to take it. Respect the check, nigga, you just made it. I let my nuts hang like some fringes. When I'm in these cities, just point me where the skitties is. Walk in the streets, kick the door off the hinges. All my niggas strapped and all black like we ninjas. Rolling with some savages, steady after savages. Me and Top splitting up the crib. free like failed marriages. These niggas is turned, they call them Judas Iscariot. Going hard till it's swindlers. Yeah, I'm lit. Fuck you, pain. Crip hoes, love me blood, bitches sound crazy. Say she love my vibe, cause the niggas so wait. Oh, I ain't see the dick. Suckin' shit don't faze me. Underground, love me, radios won't play. Hit the club, hit the stage, nigga, them straight. Wait. I got a wave in the other ride. I got it going on for days and I'm kinda fly. Shorty said she had a piece and that she want to buy. Cause can't nobody do it better work than Shaka Khan. Hold up, we doing numbers like the Autobahn. The way you see it, he dressed look like Comic-Con. The way I keep it so fresh with the armor on. And every ball out of space like a Ramadan. Yeah, but they ain't never seen me do it like this before. Got a style even jumping at the big before. Could've died in the streets, I was pissed up for. Now I'm in the truth, rocking out against the Lord. Like even if the world don't see it, so weird. Long as the microphone feeds so weird. Only go see the vision is clear. Ain't no mind if you see the world is in the way. I'm naked. Fuck you, pay. Crip hoes, love me blood, bitches sound crazy. Say she love my vibe, cause the niggas so wait. Oh, I ain't see the dick. Suckin' shit don't faze me. Underground, love me, radios won't play. Hit the club, hit the stage, nigga, them slaves. Wait. Nigga, I'm lit. Fuck you, pay. Crip hoes, love me blood, bitches sound crazy. Say she love my vibe, cause the niggas so wait. Oh, I ain't see the dick. Suckin' shit don't faze me. Underground, love me, radios won't play. Hit the club, hit the stage, nigga, them slaves. Wait. Share pain with my brother, share pain with my brother. If you need it, I gotta know the thing for my brother. I will ride for my brothers, die for my brothers. If it's live, we be time, take a side for my brother. Fill the stage with my brother, break the game with my brother. Say the same, never sleep, never change for my brothers. I will ride for my brothers, die for my brother. I will ride for my brothers, die. Where my niggas at?
The greatest weapon against hate and aggression taught me how to take a check and it was really correction. Try to make me better, but I forget it. Getting better, that's the reason I don't fall under pressure. That's why I wouldn't let me. My brother would protect me from my enemies necessary. So when the iron start to sharpen the steel, let's keep it real. I read you if you ain't had a decent meal. Now I remember, learning to be for real. It's for the kid who love me more than my own people did. It's to destruct me. Somehow I ran into another that taught me who didn't remember the father. That was my brother. As we continue to struggle, we gon' do it together. I guess that's what they hear about me special. And on the level, we gon' take it too. Mexicans, Asians, and Jamaicans too. They got you all have to say, it's a way to
Share pain with my brother, share pain with my brother. If you need it, I got it, know the thing for my brother. I will ride for my brothers, die for my brothers. If it's live, we be time, take a side for my brother. Fill the stage with my brother, break the game with my brothers. Say the same, never sleep, never change for my brothers. I will ride for my brothers, die for my brother. I will ride for my brothers, die. Where my niggas at? Before the time, I learned this from your honor. So fuck the little problems you got with your baby mama. Any child with trauma or any addiction drama. Girl, like arms, my nigga is break your armor. It's a war zone, man. For all seasons, leave the wardrobe. Never speak of subliminals, nigga. They ain't the lost code. All my niggas is diligent. All my niggas is militant. All my niggas is radical. All my niggas fanatical. Well trained and tactical. Universally practical. Moving like we're mechanical. Never taking sabbaticals. Every word is factual. Killing this shit so casual. Do this for my sheep, George Jerusalem, the capital. If I ever lose my nerve, it's all down. I turn my tongue cleaves up to the roof of my mouth. Let my hand lose its fun and I get rid of the valve. I'm one west to the devil when the chariots out. I share pain with my brother, share pain with my brother. We need it, I got it, know the thing for my brother. I will ride for my brothers, die for my brothers. If it's live, we time, take a side for my brother. Fill the stage with my brother, break the game with my brothers. They the same, never switch up, never change for my brothers. I would ride for my brothers, die for my brother. I would ride for my brothers, die. Where my niggas at?
King with my nigga, serve the king with my nigga, bust the pain with my nigga, buy a thing for my nigga, just clean for my nigga, get cream with my nigga, head and colors, head and niggas, all skin scruffy dead, like skin ring dead, that's a nigga over here. We'll be tripping over here, cause we tripping over here, we'll be slipping over here, 33 in the shot, like I'm pippin' over here, getting pimpin' over here, bitches running over here, cause we flipping over here, we'll be tripping in the bed, so we're tripping in the bed, talking get dead, and the blood bust red, with the blood all red, and the body all dead, but my niggas all sick, we gon' get back to the place, that's exactly how we should, with the temper in the hood, bring back straight heat, that's exactly how we should, with the going off my back, dance, belt, and strike, so I'm
Pain with my brother, share hate with my brother. They needed that guy to know what they bang with my brother. I would ride for my brothers, die for my brothers. If it's live, we would time to decide for my brother. Clear the stage with my brother, wreck the game with my brothers. They the same, never switch up, never change for my brothers. I would ride for my brothers, die for my brother. I would ride for my brothers, die. Where my niggas at?
Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Can't go job cause I'm black. She won't help me cause I'm black. I don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she's black. And I don't talk about none of that. They're trying to keep it so I'm black. Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't help me cause I'm black. I never like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she's black. Ain't gonna talk about none of that. They're trying to keep it so I'm black. I can't like the cops in the house. So the blocks and the only box while I crack top in the south. Instead of the ones I love, I'm not for the world. If you from my side, then it's all for the kids. Not just busting out the shoes, so he was serving on my fingers. Not that crack, because I need very everything I got to do. But the white man got the same, so we can be like the trash can. Rock, rock. Understand the head, because it always have the black man. So with him, that's why I got a nigga ain't talking right. Before the slave ships, 100 times, I can't take it. I can never be my spot, making it from black. I see person, I take it because I'm black. I never been. Ain't no spaceship, but I never feel calm when I see it. I know that it's gonna come when I need it. I can fake it. God, one time this is well play. I should trust me when you say for me because I'm black. I feel good because I'm black. Can't go job because I'm black. Sure because I'm black. I don't like me because I'm black. But she's Hispanic, so she's black. And I don't talk about none of that. They're trying to keep it so I'm black. Cops wanna kill me because I'm black. Cops wanna kill me because I'm black. Can't get no job because I'm black. She won't fuck me because I'm black. I don't like me because I'm black. But she's Hispanic, so she's black. And I don't talk about none of that. They're trying to keep it so I'm black. Because I'm black, I rap out singles because I'm black. Yeah, and I love you, strike 10 toes down, you wear sacks up. So bitch, you like a black, and you gotta guess where I'm at. I be with the police chilling hard, right on all the next boulevard. To you, the niggas, see you the stars. Every day I got my life is hard. I don't have to fold with my cars. You won't be what's the call? Watch your mouth. I hit hard, back up for the police dogs. Everything we say, laugh hard. You move my mates within the fall. I'm in the fall. Accidentally, I've been a bitch. And I'm a weak, I've been a bitch. Only understand why I'm slow. In the person slave law. Motherfucker with a cheat code. Hard ones on me. No others like cheat code. Like I'm because I'm black. I feel good because I'm black. Can't go job because I'm black. Sure because I'm black. I don't like it because I'm black. But she's Hispanic, so she's black. Ain't got no time for none of that. They're trying to keep it so I'm black. Cops wanna kill me because I'm black. Cops wanna kill me because I'm black. Can't get no job because I'm black. She won't fuck me because I'm black. I don't like me because I'm black. But she's Hispanic, so she's black. Ain't no time for none of that. They're trying to keep it so I'm black. I don't got a lot of kids because I'm black. I don't put two babies because I'm black. Fuck my whole life because I'm black. But I left cause I'm more black. Ain't got a track because I'm black. Ain't got number one face tap. But I'm still getting profile because I think this crap is profile. It's fucking getting the box money. It's fucking the blood down. So they know they can't run ahead. So they know the jumps out. I'm talking everything. I'm handles. I'm a raw keeper. My piece bring it a drink with it. My piece brother. Who's at the street sweeper? Never speak about spicy shit. But when I'm not, I ain't some place that shit. I'm chasing the fucking shit. Touching the woman with fucking shit. So I'm like, you think I got a confident? That's a still intact. That's accurate. Respect laying niggas in this coach. You can tell my brother got to come from the because I'm black. I feel good because I'm black. Can't go job because I'm black. Sure because I'm black. I don't like you because I'm black. But she's Hispanic, so she's black. Ain't got no time for none of that. They're trying to keep it so I'm black. Cops wanna kill me because I'm black. Cops wanna kill me because I'm black. Can't get no job because I'm black. She won't fuck me because I'm black. I don't like me because I'm black. But she's Hispanic, so she's black. Ain't got no time for none of that. They're trying to keep it so I'm black. So I'm black. Straight out of one blessing, you invest in the best in the niggas that's living, trying to continue the stress, going through the test, nobody said the price is slaves. Niggas is dying off in way, living in dirt house and gray. Niggas cross-walking, on the white chalk, from their bodies bones that you pay. Americans with us, saying they fear us with the drugs in the hood. Now my niggas delirious with the blood in my face, all because of my race with the blue black. It's a murder in my ass, like Jesus slaughter, I'm in harder and harder, baptized with these words. Never given me water, so now I'm praising the Father. Big driven the Father, is looking for the water. They're taking a dog, it's more time. Like something, nigga, showtime. Got the green light on that ass, he ain't no time. People who love, shut up, we get your ass up. We ain't got time to be playing, it's all fucked up America. Heaven for the people, hell for the slavery, we lose soul, we didn't give it back to what you gave for it. Things like you try to imitate, you was always fake America. Every city, state, this is your fake. Whoa, 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 to America. 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 All the time, man. People don't want to expose it. Fine, people don't want to run shit. Live, pass out, so we live it, pass out, don't get it, you with the crash fine, kind of simple, you feel it with your last line, but it will confuse you, bad mind, get trained, this shit get hanging with your last ride, bounce in the sky, rich level up, living in the mind, we got all the mind, bounce in the sky, rich level up, level is high, see them first off the one, they're gonna fall out, they're just gonna fall out, all warfare, nightmares, and they get out the mirrors, and years, and make sure when I'm turning around, find that I'm to keep up, birds not yelling,
What's up, warrior? It's fucked up. I'll be on 2 minutes, alright? Who is? Who?
Go to America.
Right up.
Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, whoa, to America. Whoa, whoa, to America. Whoa, 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 to America.
You got this excitement in this place. You think them fires in California is bad? That's just the beginning of what the war is about to do. Because you've been evil to the Lord's people. You've been wicked to the Most High's children. You've been destructive to the 12 tribes of Israel. I'm telling you something, brother. You got to put on your strength now. Put back on your strength and believe that, man, because your day is coming. Your day is coming because the Lord is going to bring judgment on this earth. You understand? You can find a new grade of Hebrew and stand and walk with the Lord's statutes and commandments of the Most High. And if you don't care, you got to go on again. You ain't standing before this truth. You understand? We done took them all and we'll continue to take them all.
Yeah!
Surrounded by Edomites, lost a lot of truth to this tree of life. Open up the book just to see them right. Reminiscing on my ancestors, all those ships who had to keep for life, took us to a place where ain't never stay dead. Pointing enough to want our children up in daycare. Fresh out of slavery, still thinking that they can. Guns in the community, children can't play with it. Brothers still brainwashed and died for that same cost. Took away our history, believing that we get lost. Burn our Israelite, cities like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, no, the Bible ain't a shit tonight.
Pray to the Most High. I like Most High. From a boat ride. From both sides. I'm an Israelite. Kwam Yasha Allah to all my Israelites. Yeah. Kwam Yasha Allah. Sons of the power. Go ahead, Tyler Walker. And church hours. And no count.
Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment. Something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long that it ain't a secret. That's why I die for them brothers up in
East with.
all that is like practice like a kid, right? Visions of my enemy, death fall through my dreams at night. If your mind ain't here, it wouldn't dream of life. Reporting live from hell, home of Christians.
The Edomites.
All the Israelites.
Yeah.
Israelites. Cry for the Israelites. Because we Israelites.
Kwame Yasha Allah.
Israelites. I'm the Israelite. Die for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites. Cry for the Israelites.
Yeah.
Because we Israelites.
So all my Israelites. Yep. 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 This is my water warrior. Water warrior. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. They wrong and you're right.
I'm an Israelite, blood of the Israelite. I ride for my Israelites, die for my Israelites. You know that because Christ paid the price of who great and give their life the life of the Israelite.
That's right.
Die for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites. Cry for the Israelites. Because we Israelites.
Kwame Yasha Allah.
Israelites. I'm an Israelite.
Yeah. Let's get it, baby. Kwame Yasha Allah to all my Israelites. Let's go live, baby. Let's go live. Yeah. Yo, we live. Let the Hebrew speak. I am priest and General Hazai Young of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. I am live in the studio with my brother, priest and officer Malakia. You know what I mean? I got it right that time, didn't I? Most High in Christ. We here live with another session of the Hebrew speak. Now, first, brother, give me Zephaniah 2 and 1. Give me Zephaniah 2 and 1.
Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1.
Go ahead.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Now, who was the Lord talking to? Who was the nation that's not desired? That nation is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You is the nation that's not desired. You understand me? You are God's chosen people, man. You know what I mean? Written according to the records called the Bible. You can find it in history, archaeology, you know what I mean? It's found there. You understand? Now, with that being said, drop that. Go to the book of Ephesians in the New Testament. Go to the book of Ephesians, the 4th chapter, and start at verse 4, brother. 4 and 5.
Ephesians chapter 4 verse 4. There is one body.
Say it again.
There is one body.
There ain't many different bodies, man. When you check the records in the Old Testament, all the way up to the New Testament, there's not one body. I mean, not many different bodies. There's only one. Israel don't come together in a conglomeration. People come together off of what they think and how they feel. It don't work that way, man. You understand me? One body. Go ahead.
And one spirit.
Only one spirit in this truth, man. And that's the spirit of warfare. You better get it inside your chest. And right now, we're not fighting with guns and knives and sticks and, there's different things they use for carnal battles. This is a spiritual battle you fighting up in here. Meaning that battle you fighting, 10 times out of 10 be in your mind. Fight them demons and do what's right according to the Lord. Continue, brother.
Even as ye are called in one hope of your calling.
One hope, man. I mean, it's one truth. Not many different truths. I'm not coming together with no other brother and sister because he believes in something else. But because we Israelites, we come together. The Lord never said that, man. You better check them records in the Old Testament. In the New Testament, the Lord never said that. Go ahead.
One Lord.
One Lord, man. Yahweh in the Hebrew. The breakdown say Yahweh. Not Yah, not Elohim, and all that filth and garbage being put out here by unlearned men. His son name is Yahweh Shai. Not Yahuwah, not Joshua, and all that filth they putting out here taught by men who are unlearned. Go ahead.
One faith.
One faith, one doctrine. And I advocate the truth in here, man. It's where it started and the way it's going to end. When I say started, the Lord chose the ISUPK to have his prophets come out of this school, man. Go ahead.
One baptism.
One way to get clean. Don't y'all understand, man? You can come in here any kind of way, from any kind of lifestyle. But when you come in here, you ain't going to stay that same way. And here, you can come in here from any way, any lifestyle, but you're going to learn how to change your life. You're going to learn how to become a different brother and a different sister. You understand? A different brother and different sister. You're going to learn how to do that. You understand? That's guaranteed. That's for sure. And if you don't want to change, then you ain't going to be here for too long. Because the Lord will move you right up out of here. He's going to move you right up out of here. And it's going to be your fault because you're the one who didn't want to change to get your life right. You understand? Go ahead, continue reading, brother.
Come. One God and power of all.
One power, man. One. And his name is Yahweh. We don't mix the truth with different philosophies and doctrines. I see all this filth on TV and on the internet and what cats say and don't know what the hell they talking about, man. But nah, ISUPK. It's only one, man. It's the truth, the records. When we pull a book out, when we pull archaeology out, we reference that archaeology with the Bible to bring forth the truth. That's how it's done. You understand? All right, with that being said, man, shalom, I want to get started on the show today. And I was, debating on the topic. I kind of pulled back a little bit from the story that's going on out here today because, we got a lot of brothers covering them stories, especially with Commanding General Yohana and his show, The Grill, which is airing at night. You know what I mean? They cover these topics of what's going on out here. So I decided, as I teach this show, I'm going to do more of a teaching, you know what I mean, about, for brothers and sisters, man. You understand? So today what I want to go into is this. I want to go into the angels, the Elohim. With the way things going on today. Oh, they said no sound. I got Yapana Akar said there's no sound. Hey, if y'all hear me out there, give me a 1. If you hear me, give me a 1. If you don't hear me, give me a 2. Well, just give me a 1. You can't hear me anyway. That don't make no sense, do it?
I can hear you.
You can hear me? I got 1 from the brother in Florida. Yapana Akar, Bubba Gashar, can you refresh your page? Maybe if you refresh your page, it'll come through all right. Refresh your page, Bubba Gashar. Just refresh your page. Okay, the sound is fine. Sound is fine. All right, boom, 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 boom. Okay, all right, we good then. We gonna proceed, all right? Listen, y'all. Today, we're gonna get into the angels of the Lord. And what is the benefit of you coming in here and change your life? Like you come in here, you fight to change, do the Lord say do. The Lord gonna be with you, man. He's gonna have them angels watching out over you. You understand? He's gonna have them looking out for you. Now you may be in a situation, or you may even just save you in your crib. You hear all this crazy behind noise in your house. You're like, hey, what the hell going on? You know what I mean? Ain't no such thing as ghosts. That's a fable and that's a fairy tale.
Right.
Those are spirits. Either they demons or they angels. I remember one time in the story, I remember I was in the crib. I was there by myself. It was like maybe 1 o'clock at night. Me and at the time I had my dog Bam Bam, my little boy Pitbull. He was on everything moving. So what happened was I heard this noise. I keep hearing this noise. And Bam Bam would get up. He would trot downstairs and just trot himself. And I hear him walking around the house, but I kept hearing the noise. So in my mind, it was like, should I get up and get my gun? And I thought about it. I said, no, fuck it. I said, listen. In my mind, I was saying to myself, now, I'm doing what's right for the Lord. I'm busting my behind to be righteous, fighting my demons. I said, it's two things. It's either it's a demon in here, and if this is a demon in my house, then we're going to go to war right now. Fuck it. It's going to be whatever, all night. I don't care. I said, if it's an angel, it's an angel let me know he here protecting me. And once I said those words, you know what I did? I had a good night's sleep. Realizing that because of what I'm doing for the Lord, you got protection that's watching over you, man. That's looking out for you. And after that, I had no more issues at all. I had to come to peace with the terms that because of what I'm doing, that's the Lord looking out for me, sending an angel, let me know he there with me in that house. Now, a lot of it, a wicked, evil cat, being a hypocrite, not doing the Lord say, do bull crapping. Then I said, damn, it's a demon up in here. I deserve this motherfucker here. You know what I mean? Or it's an angel of the Lord coming to give me some damn retribution for the evil I'm doing. But I knew I was fighting my butt off, man, to be right. Studying day and night, living what I'm studying. You know what I mean? Trying to live the scriptures. So I said, I'm at peace now. It was cool. And from that point on to this day, no issues. None whatsoever. I hear stuff and pay no mind now. It tried to come at me, but since I'm a changed man, I ain't the same brother no more. When I hear things, it's like, nothing. It don't mean nothing to me. Nothing. So with that being said, y'all, we can go into some scriptures on angels, man. You know what I mean? Angels protecting us, you know what I mean, out here, especially during this time here now, we in the COVID-19. Let me tell y'all something, man. This is just the beginning of the wrath of the Lord gonna bring on this earth. Beginning. You will see other things out here. Worse than the COVID-19 that the Lord gonna bring. To Babylon the Great, land called America, for the evil that is done to the so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native Indians, the 12 tribes, nation of Israel, living in North, South, Central America, and the Caribbean islands, and scattered throughout the whole earth. This is punishment from the Lord. And you're going to see things that's going to kind of frighten you, that may scare you. But rest assured, because of what you're doing for the Most High, you're going to be all right. You understand? You ever been out somewhere and something happens, you might be, I'm going to go here. But you can't never get to go nowhere? That was the Lord slowing your behind down. Don't turn this way, go this way. That was the Lord telling you, don't go there, but go this way. The Lord got protection for you brothers and sisters out here, man. You got to take heed to it. Everybody, with that being said, go to Psalms, the 91st chapter. Go to Psalms 91, verses 9. We're going to start there and we're going to end at verse 11. Give everybody a second to get there, warrior. All right, let's go.
Psalms chapter 91, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation.
Meaning, the Lord is your habitation. Now, meaning, you dwelling with the Most High. How? By doing what He say do. This is more than just talk. Like, we ain't about talking here. To dwell with the Most High means you got to be doing what the Lord say do. And living a righteous life. It's more than just what people see you, or more than just Facebook. It's how you actually live from day to day. That's how you dwell with the Most High, man. Because a person puts up on Facebook, or a person puts themselves around other brothers as being a righteous brother, sister, that don't matter. What matters is how you living outside of here, because you can be a hypocrite. You understand? To dwell with the Most High means you're actually trying to live this life the Lord telling you to live. That's how you make Him your habitation. This is an action. Work you got to do. How you got to live. Continue.
There shall no evil befall you.
Meaning that once you're doing this, the Lord gonna look out for you. I'm telling you. And the Most High always come at the last trump. He'll never come when you want Him to come, but He come when He think it's right for Him to come. So it's best when you're going through things, you stay focused on this truth. Stay focused. Don't never turn and give up at the last end, because the Lord is with you throughout the whole time. No evil gonna befall you. Continue reading.
Neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
You know what a plague is, man? Something that destroys and kills you. When the Most High sent plagues, he killed people. You understand? It's a shame that brothers and sisters had to pass away they did with the COVID-19, but some of them did. Some brothers and sisters caught it and got better from it. And the Lord giving them a chance, look, change your life. Get yourself right. That's mercy from the Most High. You understand? Go ahead.
Oh God. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways.
See that? What does it mean to keep you in all your ways? I'm going to ask y'all this. For everybody on the internet, what does it mean to keep you in all your ways? He's giving an angel charge over you to keep you in all your ways. What does that mean, y'all? Come on. Now in class, come on. Let me give you another second. What does it mean when the Most High has an angel charge over you to keep you in all your ways? What does that mean? Go ahead, we got somebody on the internet?
Sister says protection.
Yes, it's correct. Simple, protection. And the things you do protect you, keep you safe. Yep. That's what it means. Continue.
That's in verse 11.
That's in the verse 11? All right, now listen, y'all. We're going to go to a story. And this is a story about the king of Syria trying to make war with Israel. Right? Everybody go to 2 Kings, the 6th chapter. Everybody go to 2 Kings, chapter 6. We're going to start at verse 8. Let me go there with you. Second Kings, the 6th chapter, y'all, verse 8. All right? Go ahead and read, warrior.
2 Kings chapter 6, verse 8. Then the king of Syria, warred against Israel.
Meaning, the Lord said he going to send your enemies against you in the book of Deuteronomy. They coming. Now, if you do what the Lord say do, they're going to flee from you 7 different ways. But if you being an evil, wicked, hypocrite sinner, then you gonna run 7 different ways. You gonna be the one who gonna flee. Here we got a situation now where the king of Syria is want to go to war with Israel. He had his war council. We coming. Continue.
And took counsel with his servants, saying, in such a place shall be my camp. And the name of God sent unto the king of Israel, saying, beware, thou pass not such a place, for thither the Syrians are come down.
You see that? He had a council, he had a war council. We going ahead, set up, and we going to attack them cats. But the Lord put it into the prophets to warn the king of Israel, listen, yo, they trying to get you, don't go this way. So when you hear something from the prophets, you better take heed to what they are saying, man. Take heed to what they are telling you. Take heed to the counsel you've given. Them prophets are back here in the earth again in the ISUPK. Yeah, we back again. Through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, we back. And when we give you counsel, it's for you to watch over you, because we got to give account for what we do for you. All the actions y'all deal with, y'all go out there and do, you know who got to give account for? Us. Because you under us. The scriptures say that. We got to give account for you. So when we tell you things, It's for your interest to keep you safe, to look out for this whole nation. And all of us come together to build and raise this nation. We all do. You understand? So now the prophet of the Lord went to the king and said, listen, man, they're going to be serious. They're trying to get you. Now let's see if he listened. Continue reading.
Come. Verse 10. And the king of Israel sent to the place which the man of God told him and warned him of, and saved himself there, not once nor twice.
Listen, he got saved not just one time, a couple of times. Because he listened to the prophets, man, who the Lord sent. You understand? For the nation of Israel. Who were them prophets back here and everything again? That's in the ISUPK. Ain't nowhere else, man. Nowhere else. These is the home of the prophets. Always has been, always will be until the very end. And when orders come down, things come down from Commander General Hunter, it coming from the Lord to warn us of what's going on. And we are definitely, for sure, without a doubt, in the last days and time. With the COVID-19 hitting, that was just a warm up, y'all. That was just a warm up. You understand me? So you better start getting ready, getting your mind right on what you got to do going forward. And most brothers and sisters, you have to face your demons, man. You have to face some things you don't want to deal with. To get yourself straight and tight and knowing the Lord is with you, man. What's the point of coming in here and changing your life? You ain't that same brother sister no more, man. You somebody different. You done became royalty now. So you're going to have to face them demons. Face that past. And deal with it and conquer it. The Lord is on your side, man. What you going to lose? You got angels with you, man. Christ said this. Whatever you lose in this lifetime, you will get back in this lifetime for doing what he say do. It's a win-win. You a betting man, it's a win-win. You can't lose. You understand? And the Lord got angels watching out for you, keeping you safe as well. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Continue reading, brother.
Verse 11. Therefore the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing.
Man, this cat pissed off. Like, I'm gonna go conquer Israel. And every time I go to set him up, he ain't there. Something going on. What the hell going on here, man? Go ahead.
And he called his servants and said unto them, will ye not show me which of us is for the king of Israel?
See that? Now he's saying like, hey, who is for the king of Israel? Yeah, he being a heathen don't know no better. He thinking somebody in his own cabinet, his war council, going back telling him what's going on. Go ahead.
And one of his servants said, none, my lord, O king, but Elisha, the prophet that is in Israel, telleth the king of Israel the word that thou speakest in thy bedchamber. They
knew that they had a prophet, and Israel had a Lord that protect them. And they understood that the prophet of the Lord, guided Israel, even though they had a king, spiritual matters and everything. So they understood that it wasn't them saying them. He had to tell them, yo, they prophet is telling you everything that's going on. Because they power working with them. Because they doing what's right. Because they doing what's right, they Lord looking out for them. They got a prophet they listening to and doing what's right. That's how they know what's going on with you, man. You understand? Because Elisha, everybody knew Elisha was the prophet of the Lord for the nation of Israel. Like today's time, the prophets you find again is in the ISUPK. And I ain't saying somebody here, Elisha, somebody here, who that. We don't know that, man. The Bible says there's no remembrance of former things. So I ain't saying that. But I am telling you that this is the place where the prophets of the Lord are right now in a land called America and Babylon the Great. This is the place that the Lord ordained to be. You understand me? Here. Continue.
And he said, go and spy where he is, that I may send and fetch him. And it was told him, saying, behold, he is in Dathan. Therefore send he thither horses and chariots and great hosts.
They found out where he was at. Because they know if we get the prophet, now we can take Israel. We get him, now we can get him because he ain't going to be more than that king no damn more. So he sent men to go get Elisha. Go ahead.
And they came by night and compassed the city. And when the servant of the man of God was risen early and gone forth, behold, an host compassed the city both with horses and chariots.
A host is an army. You know what I mean? They compassed the city, but they surrounded the city where Elisha was at. His servant woke up like, oh, Lord, yo. You can see the servant was scared as I don't know what. And let's see how Elisha dealt with the whole matter. Continue.
And his servant said unto him, Alas, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them.
Anybody understand why this being said? Let me ask the brothers a question ahead. You've been in camp, and there may be a few of you, but it feel like there's a whole lot of you. You understand? Or look like there's more than you. You understand? That's because the angel of the Lord is there with you, man. And he about to find out. The servant couldn't see what Elisha saw. But he gonna find out. You have to find out. You understand me? You have to find out. Read.
Oh, God. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see.
He said, listen, Lord, open his brother's eyes so he can see what I see. Go ahead.
And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha.
You see that? So now, the army came and circled the city to get Elisha to scare him. But Elisha knew the Lord had an army surrounding them, waiting to take them. That's the power of the Most High. And when you're doing what the Lord say do, you got this kind of protection in your life. You understand me? You got this. This here. This is what the Lord using to protect you when you're doing what he say do. Elisha knew it. Elisha wasn't scared at all. Continue reading, brother. Take it to end of 19, brother.
Oh, God. And when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto the Lord and said, Smite this people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness according to the word of Elisha.
And the Lord blinded the whole army, man. Go ahead.
And Elisha said unto them, This is not the way, neither is this the city. Follow me, and I will bring you to the man whom you seek. But he led them to Samaria.
You see that? Yeah, I mean, that's the power of the Most High, man, when you're doing righteous with the Lord. The key is you got to stay focused. The key is you got to keep your faith in this truth, man. You understand me? That's what you got to do. Yeah, Satan will come at you with different thoughts and demons in your damn brain. He's supposed to. That's his job. Your job right now is all you got to do is be righteous. Fight that selfish demon inside your damn mind to be righteous, man. That's what you have to do. Be righteous with a brother and sister when ain't nobody looking, when ain't nobody around. Be a righteous brother and sister in everything you do, man. In everything you do. Even dealing with Jake in the world. You ain't got to be grimy like how they are. You be righteous. Now, you got to protect yourself because Jake in the world is something else. But still be righteous, man. Knowing that the Lord got your back. Know that. Now, with that being said, we're going to drop that, y'all. Give me the book of Psalms, 34 and 7. Everybody. Everybody go to the book of Psalms, 34 verse 7. Go ahead, warrior, read.
Psalms, chapter 34, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him.
See that? What does the Bible say about the fear of the Lord is what, y'all? Let y'all answer this one. The fear of the Lord is what? The fear of the Lord is what? Come on, I want somebody typing it on Facebook or on YouTube. What's the fear of the Lord? Come on. I talk about everything else. Got a comment about everything else. The water, sis, is the beginning of wisdom. Like it says in the book of Proverbs. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So now when you fear the Most High, read it again, warrior.
The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him.
When you fear the Lord, it means you're doing what's right with the Most High. And you are afraid to go against him. So you're always on the Lord's side. You're doing what's right all the time. And guess what? Because of that, you got angels around you, protecting you. It ain't no joke, yo. Christians talk that talk all the time. You know what I mean? But be hypocrites according to the Most High. Don't do what the Lord say do. But always touting a book called the Bible. But in here, we live this book. You understand? We live what we find in here, man. What we taught, we live in this. And we teach our kids to live the same as that way. Teaching our kids to be able to have this and go out here and live your life, but still be an Israelite. Let me tell y'all something. You should not be afraid to go out here and be Israel, no matter what. You got people out here that's homosexual, they ain't afraid to hide it. You understand me? People out here who do all kind of evil stuff, they don't hide what they do. You know who they are. You understand? People out here giving you behind and kiss some of the other nations. Hamites, Moabites, Edomites, Elamites. Treat you as second-class citizens. So why are you afraid to live like an Israelite? Why? Why are you afraid to go out here and show who you are? You shouldn't be. And let me tell you about what I'm saying about showing who you are. It ain't about always rocking the shield of David all the time. You think you gotta go around here with this head, with this shield on your neck all the time. Yeah, I'm Israel, and I'm Israelite. It ain't about wearing this all the time. You know what it's about? Living the right way. And don't compromise how you live for nobody. On your job, your family, whoever, friends, who and whatever. That's what you do. That's how you go out there and show the whole earth what it means to be an Israelite. You understand? Not celebrate these wicked holidays they got you out here. No, I don't celebrate that. You understand? And stand on it. If you get ostracized, fine. Be ostracized. You're supposed to. Christ was. Stand on it. That's the wisdom of the Lord. Because you know, if you go against the Most High, now you subject to all the evil shit out here. And his angels ain't looking out for you. They ain't looking out for you at all. You understand? Now, everybody drop that, y'all. Everybody drop that. Everybody drop that. Oh, is that Labaya? Labaya Hour? Hey, shalom, Labaya Hour. Hey, listen, Labaya Hour, listen. For water, for the gifts that you sent up for the kids, through your husband, Captain Obama, say, the water, I ain't get to do it, and I apologize, but I want to say, the water, you know what I mean, for what you did for the kids and them gifts, you know what I mean, the things you did for the baby, all right? The water to you and Captain Obama, the water. That being said, everybody go to Acts 12, verse 4. Acts 12, verse 4. You understand? Hold on, let me get up here with you. Now, this right here is what we're going to talk about is about how Peter was teaching. He got put in prison by teaching. And it's what you encounter all the time when you're at camp for the brothers. When you're at camp, you know what I mean, especially you set up a new camp, here come the police. They threaten to lock you up, they threaten to do something, shut it down, this, that, and other. And people, when the cops come, automatically get afraid and scared. And they look to see what y'all going to do. Well, we keep on teaching until the camp leader say, stop teaching. Okay, who here? And we deal with the police. You understand? We deal with them in a way where we don't back down, you understand, from evil. With the Lord on our side, his angels watching. Acts 12:4, read, brother.
Come. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to the 4 quaternions.
What that is a set of soldiers. That's what they used during that time as far as, you know, they were soldiers. You know what I mean? They was prison guards. All right? Quaternions is like squads in modern day terms, like a squad of men or a team of men. In our present military, team consists of 4 men, and it's like 3 sets of 4 men which make up a squad. All right, so that's what it's talking about. Quaternion soldiers, like a squad or a team of men or soldiers. All right, continue.
And delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people.
Go ahead.
Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto God for him.
Go ahead.
And when Herod would have brought him forth, the same night Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers, bound with 2 chains. And the keepers before the door kept the prisoner. And behold, the angel of the Lord came upon him, and a light shined in the prison. And he smote Peter on the side and raised him up, saying, Arise quickly. And his chains fell off his bands. And the angel said unto him, Gird thyself, and bind on thy sandals. And so he did. And he said unto him, Cast thy garment about thee, and follow me. And when he went out and followed him, and was not that it was true which was done by the angel, but thought he saw a vision.
Go ahead.
Come.
You can take it to the end of verse 11. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And when they were past the first and second ward, they came unto the iron gate that leadeth unto the city, which opened to them of his own accord. And they went out and passed on through one street, and forthwith the angel departed from him.
Now, this is what it's talking about. And let me give you a scenario, and this is an actual event that happened that I'm thankful that the Lord had me be a part of in the Philly camp when we was at 12th and Market some years ago. We had a camp, and we had a sister trying to act a fool, and the crowd came, and she was trying to knock the camp out of the cat's hand, out of the brother's hand, and you know what I mean? Sister came at me, I had to tell her to get back. She tried to hit me, I blocked it, pushed her away, and all these cops, Philly cops came. When I say they came, I want to say they came like we was damn terrorists. They came flying, and this sergeant came. And when he came right in the middle of trying to kick our signs and shit, and he almost fell. And I had all the men stand still, don't move. And he stood still. And after he got on his tirade, he looked at me, I looked at him. I said, let's talk. And I told her, I said, you see, my men ain't move. I see what's going on out here in the crowd. But my men were disciplined. We ain't move. You understand? And we had a talk and everything. And we was into the camp anyway, so we into the camp, whatever. But we went and we dealt with that cat. You hear me? We ain't let that go. We didn't let that go because he came and want to kick our signs and try to treat us like that. No, you don't do that to the men of the Lord. We don't play that out. And ISUPK, we dealt with him. And you know what happened? We had a meeting. In his district, General Mayak Alaka, myself, his lieutenant, his direct lieutenant, him, the commissioner's lawyer all in this meeting. And when we came to the meeting, me and General Mayaka Alaka went to the meeting, and we in there, he's sitting there pissed off, quiet. He couldn't say nothing. It's like mum was the word for him. You know who did all the talking? The lawyer for the commissioner's office. You understand? He explained their side, and we explained our side. And they thanked us for coming, for talking to him, gave us their personal cards. If any problems, just call me. The lieutenant's card they gave us, and the commissioner, the lawyer from the commissioner's office, gave us his card as well. Now, the sergeant who was acting a fool was sitting there pissed off. And the crazy part about it, he was a Jake. You know what I mean? He was sitting there mad. He couldn't say nothing. You could see it on his face. Like, they shut him down. Because what he did was wrong. The problem is, we stood up for our rights, and we dealt with that issue. You understand? And from that point on, guess what? We never, ever, ever, ever had a problem with them again. To this day. Now we deal with civil affairs on our campsites. We have no problem. They come try to do certain things with us. Like that time with the Liberty Place, they lost in that too in the courts. Because we're doing what the Lord say, the angels will be with you. The Lord will make sure things is right. There was angels, man. Same thing here with Peter. Same exact thing. But you got to be right with the Lord. You can't be a hypocrite. The Bible says be lukewarm. I mean, don't be lukewarm. Be cold or be hot. And here you got to be on fire. And that being on fire is going to last until your Yahweh shall come. Don't think you can do it for a little while and then act like you done something. No, man. We don't know when Christ will come back. We don't be in that time. So you got to be able to endure this here, man. And know while you're doing this here, the Lord got angels riding with you, man. Looking out for you, keeping you safe while you're doing this work of the Lord, man. But you got to be doing it. Things gonna come and interfere or try to release, yeah. You gotta fight those things off, man, and stay focused. All right, we're gonna drop that, y'all. Everybody go to Acts 5, verse 12. Acts 5, verse 12. Let's go there. Acts 5, verse 12. We're going to take it to the end of 19, Warrior. Go ahead, let's read.
Acts chapter 5, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
And by the hand of the apostles were many signs and wonders wrought among the people.
You understand? They didn't see us doing many things out there, man. You understand? They see us out here doing things now. In classes, in the streets, teaching. You know what I mean? Dealing with our brothers and sisters. Getting them off of drugs. Changing their life. Healing people. You know how we healing brothers and sisters from all the trauma they had in their previous life. The churches ain't doing it. They ain't healing nobody. They praying on people. The Lord pulled his skirt up during the COVID-19. He pulled their skirt up during the COVID-19. You know why? He shut their doors. Nobody had nothing to say. Commander Yohana was still teaching. ISUBK schools still open. Still having classes. Nobody did nothing, man. Also, they asking you now to give them all your stimulus checks. Them checks is meant for what? To help you pay your bills. They want them. That's really showing the heart of them, the greedy bastards, man. Continue reading.
And they were all with one accord in Solomon's porch.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest durst no man join himself to them. But the people magnified them.
The people was listening. Go ahead.
And believers were the more added to the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Multitudes both of men and women.
That's y'all out there coming to this truth, man. That's y'all. That's the brothers and sisters changing their lives, coming to the truth. They watching, they looking. Go ahead.
And so much that they brought forth the sick into the streets
Mm-hmm.
and laid them on the bed and couches,
Mm-hmm.
that at the least of the shadow, that at the least the shadow of Peter passing by might overshadow some of them.
Go ahead.
There came also a multitude out of the cities round about unto Jerusalem, bringing sick folks and them which were vexed with unclean spirits,
Go ahead.
and they were healed every one.
Go ahead.
Okay, verse 17. Then the high priest rose up, and all they that were with them, which is the sect of the Sadducees, and were filled with indignation.
They had hatred. You see a brother doing right by the people, speaking about the people, want to change people's lives, helping them get rid of all the damn evil things going on with them, and you had hatred in your heart for what the apostles did. You understand? Looks like they got hatred in their heart for us. Go ahead.
Okay. And laid their hands on the apostles and put them in the common prison.
Go ahead.
Verse 19. But the angel of the Lord by night opened the prison doors and brought them forth,
Go ahead.
and said, Go, stand and speak in the temple to all the people, all the words of this life.
The angel got him out of it, but he did tell him this: you got to go back out there and teach. What is the Lord showing? He's telling you that no matter what happened out here, I still got your back. I'm still with you. That's what's going on out here. And I'm still with you. I got you covered. Go back out there and teach. That next week that we had that incident with the police, before we had the meeting, guess where we had camp at? That same spot next week. Back to the camp, right back out next week. And we're blazing all over again. You understand? It was how it was supposed to be. All right, y'all. With that being said, drop that. Go to the book of 2 Maccabees. Go to 2 Maccabees, y'all. 2 Maccabees is pretty long. Ugh. Yeah, go to 2 Maccabees, the 3rd chapter, verse 8. Second Maccabees, the 3rd chapter, verse 8. Let me catch up with you. All right. 2 Maccabees, y'all, the 3rd chapter, verse 8. Go ahead, Mark, you read.
Come. 2 Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
So forthwith, Heliodorus took his journey under a color of visiting the city of Seleucia and Phoenice, but indeed to fulfill the king's purpose.
What was the king's purpose, y'all? Let me back you up a little bit. Go to verse 6, brother, and I'm going to show you what the king's purpose is. You understand?
God, verse 6. And told him that the treasury in Jerusalem was full of infinite sums of money.
Matter of fact, go to verse 4.
Verse 4.
This is how he found out. You know how he found out? By a traitor from the nation of Israel. And you're going to read it right there. Read verse 4.
Verse 4. But one Simon of the tribe of Benjamin, who was made governor of the temple, fell out with the high priest about disorder in the city.
He fell out. He had a problem with a brother. So now, instead of dealing with that brother and making sure that problem get right, you know what I mean, to keep doing things right for the people, this is what that traitor did. Go ahead.
And when he could not overcome Onias, he got him to Apollonius.
Yeah, that's right.
The son of Cyrus, who then was governor of Seleucia and Phoenice.
He went to the damn heathens, man. Daggone traitor. When you got a problem with a brother, now you can go to the heathens. And much like a lot of cats do nowadays, I'm going to leave it at that. All I'm going to say is a lot of cats do that nowadays, man. You can't get your way. You become a traitor to your nation and your people, man. A lot of that's going on now. That's all I'm going to say. Keep on reading verse 6. Come on.
6. And told him that the treasury in Jerusalem was full of infinite sums of money.
He went to the heathen and said, yo, they got money up in there, man. They got tons of money up in there. So this is why they can't come into Jerusalem now. He ain't coming just to visit. He coming to get that money. That's all he cared about. That's what the heathens cared about, money. The money we had was stored for the ones who were unfortunate. Widows, you know what I mean? People who didn't have a lot of things, it was for them. All right? Now, we're going to go back to that. Go back to verse 9.
Okay, verse 9. And when he was come to Jerusalem and had been courteously received of the high priest of the city, he told him what intelligence was given of the money, and declared wherefore he came, and asked if these things were so indeed. Then the high priest told him that there was such money laid up for the relief of widows and fatherless children.
You see that? We had things stored for the people, man. Yeah, we got money up in here, but they for the people, man. Widows and fatherless kids. The unfortunate of Israel to take care of them, man. But being a stinking, greedy, filthy heathen, he still wanted that money. Not having compassion on the Lord's chosen. And let me tell you something. Because of that, you're going to read in this story here how the Lord dealt with him out. And it was glorious and it was righteous. Read these stories, man. Put air in my chest coming up in this truth, man. Going to camp every week, traveling back and forth to Philly, to New York, to D.C., different things going on. Read these stories, put air in my chest. I felt like a mighty man going to war for my people. And knowing the Most High had our back no matter what happened. I pray you the same for you. Because we got more work to do in this COVID-19. This done is overdone. We got to get back out on the streets and teach like how we never did before. Go hard on this truth, yo. Go hard against them demons messing with you. Now, with that being said, I'm going to jump through the story a little bit for time's sake to get into the meaty part, all right? All right? Now, go to verse 13.
But verse 13, but Herodorus, because of the king's commandments given him, said that in any wise it must be brought into the king's treasury.
Go ahead, 14.
So at the day which he appointed, he entered into order this matter. Wherefore there was no small agony throughout the whole city.
Go ahead, 15.
But the priests, prostrating themselves before the altar and the priest's vestments, called unto heaven upon him that made a law concerning things given to he kept, that they should safely be preserved for such as had committed them be kept.
And when you read we read further down, everybody came out, man, crying and praying to the Lord. Lord, look out for us. What are they doing? You know, they coming at us unjustly, XYZ, right? Go to 22.
Verse 22. Then they then called upon the Almighty Lord to keep the things committed of trust safe and sure for those that had committed them. Nevertheless, Herodorus executed that which was decreed. Now, as he was there present himself with his guard about the treasury, the Lord of spirits and the Prince of all power caused a great apparition. So that all that presumed to come in with him were astonished at the power of God and fainted and were sore afraid.
The Lord sent them angels down there, baby. You want to go mess with mine? You going to deal with this right here. Here they come. The Lord heard them prayers. He don't think he hear yours. He don't think he with you when you out there going to camp, through your everyday life, the battles you're going through. How the Lord deliver you out of different things. That's why we stress to y'all all the time to be right no matter what happened. You don't want to find yourself on the wrong side with the Most High. So you be dealing with a situation. Be right in it. God damn, we in the truth. Give brothers and sisters at least the benefit of the doubt. And if they did wrong, you forgive them. You want to be on the side of the Lord. You don't want to be on the opposite side, man. Keep on reading.
Verse 25. For there appeared unto them an horse with a terrible rider upon him.
Listen, every story you read about in the scriptures about an angel, he had a terrible countenance. He was fearful looking. He scared the out of you. Here you go. Go ahead.
And adorned with a very fair covering.
Go ahead.
And he ran fiercely and smote at Heliodorus with his forefeet.
Meaning he was looking, came down with a fist, he ran at him. Hard run, and did a kick. Bow! Go ahead.
And it seemed that he that sat upon the horse had complete harness of gold.
The Most High sent a warrior down there, man, dressed in all gold. See the flavor of the Most High? Completely gold. You want to take my treasure? I got you. I'm going to whoop your butt with one of my angels that's going to wear all gold that you're looking for. The gold you're looking to take is going to be the gold going to whoop your tail. Continue.
Oh God. Moreover, 2 other young men appeared before him, notable in strength, excellent in beauty, and comely in apparel.
I mean, they look good in their garments, looking strong and mighty. Go ahead.
Who stood by him on either side and scourged him continually and gave him many sore stripes.
Look what happened. Because he came, you understand, and wanted to do this evil to the children of Israel and take their money, take their gold. The Lord had angels come down dressed in all gold to whoop his tail. These 3 angels right here tear his tail up for the evil he did against the nation of Israel. 3 of them. Go ahead, warrior.
It's like the Most High was saying, since you want this gold so bad, come and I'll take it.
Yeah, here, if you want it, here you go. You know what I mean? Here it is. And the point of the story is this, y'all. This is the point of the story. That you can't be afraid to stand for the Lord and do what the Lord say do. Our power and our strength don't come in our might in our hands. It don't come because we got all these different guns or you can do X, Y, Z. Our power and strength come from the Lord. He take care of us. He watch out for us. He keep us safe. That's where it comes from. You understand? With that being said, we're going to drop down. Hold on. All right, go to verse 31.
Second Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 31. Then straightway certain of Heliodorus' friends prayed Onias that he will call upon the Most High to grant him his life, who lay ready to give up the ghost.
Meaning he was ready to die. They whooped that cat so bad they almost killed him, man. When they say lay in there, give up the ghost when you're ready to die, your spirit will leave you. Read.
So the high priest, suspecting least the king should misconceive that some treachery had been done to Heliodorus by the Jews, offered a sacrifice for the help of the man.
Listen, even in all this here, man, Israel trying to be righteous, man. Lord, please don't kill this cat. Please don't kill this cat, Lord. And check what was said next by the angels. Read.
Now as the high priest was making an atonement, the same young men in the same clothing appeared and stood beside Heliodorus, saying, Give Onias the high priest great thanks.
They came back to him and said, you better thank that man right there. He's sitting right there. You better thank him. Go ahead.
And so much as for his sake, the Lord had granted thee life.
Go ahead.
And seeing that thou hast been scourged from heaven, declare unto all men the mighty power of God. And when they had spoken these words, they appeared no more.
Man, that's gangster as hell. I don't care what nobody say, man.
Right.
Like, that's gangster as hell right there, man. They came down with a whole strong behind army to take our gold, and the Lord used angels dressed in gold to scourge this cat. And then, when the priest of the Lord said, Lord, please don't kill this cat, they said, all right, listen, you better thank the Lord for this priest right here, because he's the only reason why you living. Tell everybody what happened here. Tell everybody. Then they disappeared. That shit gangster as hell out. That's something that G would think of there, baby. You know what I mean? Now you see the spirit of the Most High, man. And that happened because we being right by the Lord, man. We got angels protecting us here. Everybody should take heed to what's being said right here. Now, with that being said, drop down to 35.
Verse 35. So he endures after he had offered sacrifice unto the Lord and made great vows unto him that had saved his life.
Go ahead.
And saluted Onias, returned with his host to the king.
After he came there being sneaky and conniving, ended up saluting Onias. You know what I mean? Had to go back to his king. Go ahead.
Okay. Then testified he to all men the works of the great God, which he had seen with his eyes.
Go ahead.
And when the king Helodorus, who might be a fit man to be sent yet once again to Jerusalem, he said, if thou hast any enemy or traitor, send him thither, and thou shalt receive him well scored.
He said, if somebody you don't care about, man, send him down there. Enemy or traitor, you send him because he going to get his butt whooped down there, mess with them damn Israelites down there. Go ahead.
If he escaped with his life. For in that place, no doubt, there is an especial power of God.
Go ahead.
For he that dwelleth in heaven had his eye on that place, and defended it, and he beaten and destroyed them that come to hurt it.
You see that? That's the Lord, y'all. And that's the spirit of the Most High God on us. And right now, we ain't back in our land. So who are the people? You the people. You the people. But you gotta be right with the Most High. You be right with the Most High, that means it's all around you, man. All around you. Protecting you, keeping you safe. You know what I mean? Protecting you, keeping you safe. With that being said, y'all, listen, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna play a song or two, we're gonna come back with some more, man. I got some more for you, man. Stay strong, stay locked in. Remember, y'all, you know, check out today at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Commander General Yohana the Grill. Check out the show. You know, General Mahoney teach that class today, too. You know what I mean? At 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The UPK, check us out, man. All right? Be right back, y'all. Quick song, Malakia. We'll be right back.
You in your crib, but you go outside. I can't ignore it outside. Outside, you in your crib, but you go outside. I can't ignore it outside. From the dust to the dawn outside. So I'm outside. Let you break the intro outside. Go outside, go outside. See how the you better. You outside, this is war outside. I can't ignore outside. You in your crib, but you go outside. I can't ignore outside. This is different. You can't go break the shit. Excellent, proper rocket, mama like the president. I remain strong, can't go with the prevalence. So you exactly what we do, that's how I represent. I'm all cool, and the same chain on. Elevated from the north, money spotty like the look. Like I got the praise it, shades on, make it. Putting workers up the earth until they change it. Old strong talk, heavy hold my own. You rock solid, but we about to leave the sword. This cold nigga, we warriors. Hardcore trick with the pride. And let it Hebrew speak, nigga, chemical eyes. And we talk super heavy, nigga, that's the surprise. But Lord scripture creeps all working, catching the kind. Nigga, we blazing, ripping whack with all facts. Doing the knowledge to the neck. So we cracking the pavement.
UPK. Oh, nigga.
You straight forward and they falling like you saw them, nigga. You talking to all them niggas born in the mud. If you ain't blood in this shit cold, that's blood. You're just heard it. Why keep the cat tied? More than out of my kind. I know more than this hand. Kind of like one kind, but not that kind in my mind. But it's not from recline. Anybody that come against the nation power. Besides, it's a war going on outside. I'm in the safe room. I hear these niggas throwing shots, but can they take some? Price and sell out your bones to get the sword now. I'm up on sell out your fours to get a war back. Can't switch to the war, but I'm an Indian because spiritual war will turn calm any minute. I remember riding back in the days when those tenant was a lot of young what they call shit. I'm really pretty proud of the truth every time I'm out there go with it. You ain't know this shit, I live for this truth and I live in it. And I get my second bonus as soon these niggas get wicked. It's a war going on outside. It's a war going on outside. You in the crib when you go outside. I get it on outside. From the dust to the dawn outside. So when I'm going outside, catch you prepping and drawing outside. It's a war outside. It's a war drawing outside. Cause I see how the get better when you're outside. Cause it's a war outside. I get it on outside. You in the crib when you go outside. I get it on outside. Nobody's safe. It's a war out here. If you pussy in the streets, you a war out here. See me all suited up in my fallout gear. 762, took your fucking car out here. No burner, I still break your jaw out here. Yo, fear, you scared of a motherfucking dick. You sit up in the church, you a motherfucking bitch. I give you in the verse, but I give you in the slips. 32 rounds of fire, never quit. Never lie for a career going down, so what's the purpose? Sit and hang around these clowns, get out the circus. If you cross that line, then you get lit up the worst. It's all black verses, dealing with black curtains. Docs on sight with medics and mad nurses. Leave us like a person. Go on with that counter ready for that bullshit. Kind of like a matador. Get this kind of focus. You gon' need some Adderall. Something just to lock you in behind the medical. They say I got some screws loose, and that's true too. Don't let me let them moves through like it's a cool. It's like I transform the food to the moon. Come up with a strategy, maximizing your energy. Courage is king, they divided it like a masterpiece. Find out who check that nigga on to a candidate. Never see the part is life away rapidly. Take a knee for your majesty, take it to hate it savagely. I tried to use a rapper mode, but I guess that just happened. Keep me grounded like gravity in the middle of the damage. I see calamity, starting up with my family. Broken rappers, humanity, fuck them up in their cavity. They words need shit in their mouth, they cause a cavity. Yeah, it's a war. Going on outside, you in the crib when you go outside. I get it on outside, from the dust to the dawn outside. So when I'm going outside, I catch your breath when they drawing outside. Cause it's a war outside, it's a war drawing outside. Cause I see how the get better when you're outside. Cause it's a war outside.
Yeah. 215. Hey, let's go back. Yeah. We live, y'all. We live back to the Hebrew Speak, man. Once again, I am Priest and General Haziana of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge out of 1 West Harlem, New York, 125th Street. All right, I'm in the studio live with my brother, Priest and Officer Malachi. Now, with that being said, y'all, make sure, you know what I mean, if you do get your stimulus check, pay your tithes, 10%, and keep it moving. You understand? Let's get it together, y'all. Stay focused, stay disciplined, stay in the truth, man. With that being said, everybody go to Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. Deuteronomy 28 and 1. Read that for me, warrior. 1 and 2.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Everybody should know Deuteronomy 28, man. It's a bedrock scripture, man. This your milk. This what nourish you. This what brought many of you in the truth, man. Let you know who you are.
Right.
Read.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
Go ahead.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Verse 2.
And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Meaning if you listen to do what the Lord, if you hearken means listen. And when you hear it, you listen to it, you do what the Lord say do. You understand me? It means you have to have an action. Now, drop down to verse 7, brother.
Verse 7. The Lord shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee.
Because you listen to the Lord, right? He gonna cause them to rise up against you. You're gonna have your enemies come at you. Go ahead.
That rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face.
Go ahead.
They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways.
Lord said, man, if you listen and do what I say, do, your enemies gonna come at you. Yeah, they gonna come. But they're gonna flee 7 different ways because you obey the Lord. You understand me? You obeying the Most High. Listening to what his priests and prophets are telling you in ISUPK. Knowing they got angels watching over you. So we're going through overnight. We're going through the whole class. Now, the flip side of that, go to verse 25.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies.
Say it again.
The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies.
No, I'm sorry. Before you go to 25, go to 15. I'm sorry, brother. I apologize. Slack you, everybody. We're gonna go back to 15, then 25. Read.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now, if you don't obey the Lord, and you want to be hard-headed, you want to be a hypocrite, act like you somebody, I better make sure that, I better see that everybody on Facebook putting all this righteous stuff on there, you better be living it. It ain't just a show for Facebook. You better be living it. All that crap you put on, I ain't gonna say crap, but what you put on Facebook about, I mean, y'all about you, my shop, dumb, and yes, it's high and all that. You better live it, man. Don't be a hypocrite. Because now you being a hypocrite and not doing the Lord say do, verse 15 applies to you. Now go to verse 25.
Verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies.
Enemies are going to come and they're going to overtake you. Go ahead.
Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them.
Now it's going to be flipped on you. Go ahead.
And shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
Which actually happened to us for being disobedient. By knowing these things now, you know how you got to roll with the Most High. You got to be a brother and a sister who's going to do what the Lord say do. You understand what I'm saying? Do what the Lord say do. When you read the scripture and learn it, you do it now. You understand me? And the biggest thing is this here is, once again, what I always say is your emotions. Your emotions are what damn near keep you from doing the right thing all the time. Get out of your emotions. Stop having fear. Emotions bring about fear. And you're fearing to do something and not fearing the Most High. To have the angels on your side, you got to be fearful of the Lord, man. To do what he say do. With that being said, let's get into some more stories in the Old Testament or the Bible about how the Lord looked out for the nation of Israel for them being obedient to him. Go to the book of Isaiah. Isaiah 37, verse 33. Everybody, Bible Song, go to Isaiah 37, verse 33. And let's get some more on being down with the Most High, obeying, listening to him, man, and seeing that the Most High is on our side. All right? Isaiah 37, verse 33. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 37, verse 33. Therefore, thus saith the Lord concerning the king of Assyria, he shall not come into this city, nor shoot an arrow there, nor come before it with shields, nor cast a bank against it.
I mean, this king was trying to come at Israel. Here go another king trying to make war with Israel. Go ahead.
God. By the way that he came, by the same shall he return.
Go ahead.
And shall not come into this city, saith the Lord, and for my servant David's sake.
Go ahead.
The angel of the Lord went forth and smote in the camp of the Assyrians 180,500. And when they arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpses.
You see that, right? That's the benefit of rolling right with the Most High. You ain't got to worry about your enemies, man. Yeah, they going to come and try to deal with you because of who you are. But when you righteous to the Most High, Lord going to deal with them. That's why a lot of times at camp, man, I be at camp, and brothers be at camp. You know, you hear cats, man, F y'all cats, something, nigga. We'll come back. I'm going to come back with my 9, nigga. I'll spray all y'all, something. All right, I hear you. Say, brother, I'm going to say a prayer for you. Because you don't know who you messing with out. You might not make it to that corner talking that trash.
Right.
The Lord protect his prophets, man. He protect his people. Right now, you the sanctuary. You know what I mean? You Jerusalem. And the Lord protects you, man. You understand me? Against these heathen nations and against your own who want to do harm to you. All right? With that being said, everybody drop that. Go to 2 Maccabees, the 10th chapter, verse 20. 2 Maccabees 10, verse 20, y'all. Let's go. Let me get there with you. We get to give everybody a second or two, all right? All right, it's about to worry. Go ahead and read.
2 Maccabees chapter 10, verse 20. Now they that were with Simon, being glad with covetousness, were persuaded for money through certain of those that were in the castle, and took 70,000 drachms.
Go ahead. Talk about money. That's money. Go ahead.
And let some of them escape. But when it was told Maccabees what was done, he called the governors of the people together and accused those men that they had sold their brethren for money.
See that, man? Cats is evil as hell, son. Their brother for money. We at war during this time. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
And set their enemies free to fight against them. So he slew those that were found traitors.
He did what?
So he slew those that were found traitors.
Now that was back during that time. Now we ain't supposed to be slaying nobody. The Lord gonna deal with them. You understand? But back during that time, you a traitor, you got your butt handed to you, man. Go ahead.
And immediately took the 2 castles.
Go ahead.
And having good success with his weapons and all things, he took in hand. He slew in the 2 hold more than 20,000.
Go ahead.
Verse 24. Then Timotheus, whom the Jews had overcome before, when he had gathered a great multitude of foreign forces and horses out of Asia, not a few, came as though he would take Jewry by force of arms.
I mean, he came with a great host, a great number of weapons of war and men to take the Israelites, to get us out. You understand? Go ahead.
But when he drew near, they that were with Maccabees turned themselves to prayer to God, and sprinkled earth upon their heads, and girded their loins with sackcloth, and fell down at the foot of the altar, and besought him to be merciful to them, and to be an enemy to their enemies, and an adversary to their adversaries, as the Lord declared. So after the prayer took their weapons, so after the prayer, they took their weapons and went on further from the city. And when they drew near to their enemies, they kept by themselves.
Now, stop 1 second. They being challenged by a great army. You understand? They saying prayer to the Lord and go right to battle. Right, go right to war. What is our warfare now, y'all? And this is speaking directly to the officers in ISUPK. To the troopers, to the officers, to the captains. What is our warfare now? What are we doing? What does this give you a resemblance of? What does it give you a resemblance of? This should bring to mind something in your mind. What's our warfare now, y'all? As officers, as captains in the ISUPK, what's our warfare now? What do you have to do? I'm not talking about the personal battles you have within yourself. What is our job? Anybody say anything yet? Nothing? Nothing at all.
My brother said principalities.
No. Nope. What did this remind you? They going to war. They going to war physically with weapons and knives. What is our warfare? Malaki
said to push this truth.
How? How do we push the truth? What do we do? What do we do to push the truth? We gather the brothers together and we do what? I know, I almost gave it to you now. You gather the Akim together. Your head to where? Anybody say anything? Your head to camp. Camp is the warfare.
Right.
That's the warfare. Camp. And when you go into camp, you're going against the government of our enemies. You're going to camp. And when you're on your way to camp, what are you supposed to do in the ISUPK? For every brother that's heading to camp, every camp leader is supposed to make sure this happens. Hold Maccabees, y'all. Hold it. Go to 2 Chronicles real fast. 14 verse 11. Second Chronicles 14 verse 11. Every camp leader is supposed to say this prayer on the way to camp, like how Maccabees said a prayer before they went to war. The same exact spirit. Now I'm going to read it for you in the Hebrew. Then we're going to read it in English with Officer Malachi. Here we go. 2 Chronicles 14:11. Yahweh, Ayan, Aymakah, La'ayzawar, Bayan, Rabbah, La'ayan, Kaka, Aizanawa, Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Kaya, Al-Yaka, Na'ishanya, Wabashmaka, Ba'anawa, Al, Hahamawan. Read it in English, brother.
2 Chronicles chapter 14, verse 11. And Asa cried out unto the Lord his God and said, Lord, it is nothing with thee to help, whether with many or with them that have no power.
Mm-hmm.
Help us, O Lord,
Mm-hmm.
our power,
Mm-hmm.
for we rest on thee,
Mhm.
and in thy name we go against this multitude.
Go ahead.
O Lord, thou art our power. Let not man rebel against thee.
I mean, come on now. Same thing Maccabees them did during that time. Before they went to war, we doing the UPK before we go to camp. Our warfare is that camp. Going to camp on the prescribed days. Friday and Saturday in most cases. But let me tell y'all something. Let me give you a little tidbit to the mind of Commanding General Yohana. Let me give you a little tidbit to his mind to him. When that brother got the orders to come to Philadelphia, he came to Philadelphia during the time of the Junior Black Mafia, the JBM. And if you don't know who that is, the JBM was a gang, a drug gang, that ran the city of Philadelphia through murder. Anybody came up against them, they was wiping them out, hands down. They had the terminology, get down or lay down. You went down with them, they killed you. They murdered you. He came to Philly during that time. Had a council in New York, said, I want to go to Philly. And everybody knew about what's going on in Philly with the JBM. And they said it to him. He said, no, I'm still going to Philly. Commander General Yohana got a team of brothers that rolled with him. And guess what? When Commander General Yohana came down here and got done with it, he had camps in Philly 6 days a week. I'm telling you, 6 days a week. Had camp Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the Sabbath service. That's what he established in Philly. That's the mind of Commander General Yohana.
Right.
I don't want to hear nothing about Cat saying about camp, you can't make camp Friday and Saturday. I don't want to hear that shit. I hear it, I kind of start cringing a little bit. Because I know what he said down in the beginning. That's a self-check for everybody. Give you a little insight on where his mind is at. The nation of Israel at all times. And this during a time of a great drug war in Philly. And he ain't cared. The work of the Lord had to get done.
Right.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And not one brother got harmed on the streets. Not one. But a nation got built. You understand me? When we go to camp, like how the Maccabees, they say that prayer, we say this prayer, and then we go to war. Go back to 2 Maccabees, y'all.
Okay. 2 Maccabees, chapter 10, verse 28.
Go to 29 for time's sake.
Verse 29. But when the battle waxed strong, there appeared unto the enemies from heaven.
Now the battle waxing strong, I mean, they get this thing in. Meaning this is a battle. You understand? They getting that thing in. You understand? This is a battle. Go ahead.
There appeared unto the enemies from heaven 5 comely men upon horses.
5 what?
Comely men upon horses.
5 what?
Comely men upon horses.
They appeared to the who?
Appeared unto the enemies.
To the enemies. The ones fighting against Israel, angels came down. Angels came down. Go ahead.
With birds of gold, and 2 of them led the Jews.
Go ahead.
And took Maccabees betwixt them.
Go ahead.
And covered him on every side with weapons. And kept him safe. But shot arrows and lightnings against the enemies.
You see that, right? They in a battle. This battle going strong. Notice the angels down. Protect them brothers down there. Protect that brother leading these brothers, man. He had angels around him protecting them. Shoot out at the enemies, and the enemies saw it. That's the power you roll with, man. You understand me? Whether you got 5 brothers at camp or you got many brothers at camp. You understand me? It always appears more of us than what it seems, man. Because the Lord is with us. The angels is with us, man. You understand me? The angels is with us during this time. Go ahead.
So that being confounded with blindness and full of trouble, they were killed.
See that? Go ahead.
And there were slain of footmen 20,500 and 600 horsemen. As for Timotheus himself, he fled into a very stronghold.
Man, the cat who was coming up against them, he fled. That's what happens in the ISUPK, man. That's what happens when you go to camp. We out there teaching, destroying these principalities, man, that come up against our people. That's our job, man. I remember a lot of times going to camp in Philly with just 5 men. There's 5 brothers. I had one on post, 2 speaking, and me in the back watching the whole camp. And you know what, man? As I said my prayer, I felt like a warrior. I felt like I'm going to war. I ain't kidding. And my mind was geared to camp. What's going on at camp? Watch this, watch that. Who this and who that. I had everything focused, man. How you supposed to be in the camp? You better ask Captain Malachi, Captain Kahuntum Yah, Captain Akai, Captain Ty Wall, Shaparna Potts, Hamakabah. They all tell you the stories. And how we was in Philly with a few men when we went to camp and we tore out the frame. And a majority of our battles came when we had few men. That was the majority of the battles. And asking what we did, we went to war. We ain't back down. We went to war with it. Knowing the Most High is on our side, man. Knowing we doing right for the Lord and fight for this truth. And the Lord got angels watching out for us, man. That's the spirit you got to have. COVID-19 gonna end. And we got to get back on them streets with more zeal than we had before to teach the truth. We in them last days, man. Standing strong for the truth and never bucking down to nothing, man.
Right.
Knowing, yeah, we got the Most High on our side, man. Angels watching out for us. I'm going all out. Going all out. With that being said, y'all, give me Isaiah 35, verse 3 and 4. Verse 3 and 4. And let me tell y'all something, man. The way, you know, it happened with us in the city in the camp, you know, I didn't just do this on my own, man. I was taught this from Commander Giuliani. He pulled me on the street. He said, Haj, you do this here. You watch the camp from here. Monitor everything. This is how you do it. I said, cut on one cut. Do this here, do this. Watch out for that number. Cut on one cut. Cut on one cut. I did that shit. I did that. The first time he said it to me, he said, all right, shalom, it's about to like I'm gonna be out. I was like, oh shit, they leaving. I'm like, damn, they gone. I said, oh Lord, what the hell? You know what I mean? But shit, I did that thing there. You understand? But as Captain Zaryak, he know. He was in our camp as well. Kadazai, so he know. You understand? Now, read.
Isaiah chapter 35, verse 3. Strengthen ye the weak hand.
Let me tell you something, man. If a brother is weak, man, you got to strengthen these brothers up, man. You understand? And to strengthen a brother up, man, you got to show him that what we're doing is righteous, man. And the Lord is on our side. Don't be afraid of nothing out here, man. You understand me? Get them brothers strong. You know what I mean? That's your job. Get them brothers strong. Go ahead. And the sisters as well. Because the sisters, you know, falls, you know, subject to emotions quickly and different things, especially the life they come from. The hell they was in where they come from. You gotta get them strong as well. And while they ain't gonna be strong to go do the job we do, they gotta be strong to fight them demons that come at them, man. From that past life they had, man. They've been in hell in this land called America. Damn near every sister that been molested. Damn near every one. You understand? By a family member. Living in a household with drugs and degradation, mom and pop don't know how to act, all the evil going on. They done been through it all. Now you got to strengthen them back up again to the spirit of the Lord. That's your job. You understand me? That's your job. That's why when the sister coming to school, you understand, they got time for them to change. Get out their fucking face. Give them they 6 months to change their life. Let them get out of them with the shit they had to them in the world. Give them some time to change. A brother should come to school, 6 months, they off limits. You say, shit, that's it. 3 months, they get their name. They done changed a little bit. Give them some time, goddammit. That's how you strengthen a person up. That's how you do it. See me, brother.
No, God. Verse 4. Say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not.
Be strong, man. Be strong and show them how to be strong. Show them how to fight these demons, man, how to deal with it. It's going to take some patience. But be strong. Show them how to fight them. Go ahead. Any more on that?
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
Behold, your God will come with vengeance, and even with the recompense.
You see that, right? The Lord will be on your side, man. All right, with that being said, go to 2nd Esdras, brother. 2nd Esdras 16, verse 75. 2nd Esdras 16, verse 75. Let me know when we there, warrior.
Sir.
Let's get it, brother.
2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 75. Be ye not afraid.
See that? Say it again.
Be ye not afraid.
Every brother should know this here. Who do you fear? The Father we fear.
Right.
Who do you fear? The Father we fear. You don't be afraid of what's going on out here. You fear the Lord, man. That's why we got it in what we say. That's why we got it there, man. We ain't afraid of nothing but the Lord, man. I remember distinctly going to Times Square camp. And for the brothers who was there, y'all know this here. Sometimes NYPD will pull up with their SWAT teams. Y'all remember that? They will pull up on the left side of us. And they will all get out with all their weapons. AR-15s, shotguns, and just stand there. Y'all remember that? And we kept on blazing. We kept on teaching and how we teaching this truth to our people, man. And we ain't afraid of what America trying to do to us, man. We only got one fear in the earth, and that's the Lord. Read it again for the top.
Verse 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for God is your guide.
The Most High is our God. He wasn't going to lead us. He wasn't going to keep us safe out here, man. The Lord is, man. With that being said, y'all, let's cue my song up, brother. Let's get it together. Lord to the King. Let's get that together, man. Y'all stay focused, man. Y'all stay disciplined. You know what I mean? Stay in the battle, stay in the war. You know what I mean? This is Let a Hebrew Speak live with Priest and General Hazayan and Priest and Officer Malakia. You know what I mean? We'll see y'all next week with Let a Hebrew Speak. Listen, y'all, check out Commander General Yohana tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, The Grill. General Muhammad's class starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See y'all later. Shalom. Ak and Ak Wakia.
It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my veins. Take back the dirty breath, plus revenge in my heart. It's true in every word. Bring light into the dark. Night never lukewarm. Shit I blaze and niggas see. Got winning food for those. This gotta watch you on beat. And I've been walking with them angels. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas bad as breathing, criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas bad and fat, so I better bear with it, so back off. I be ripping shit like Centro. Dumb dogs all buffed out. Behind me say I'm dumb fool. No room for emotion, so I pour my heart out. This road hard, but I intend to stay. And if it ain't UPK, it ain't in the way. My niggas righteous. They real, they down to something. flow so deep and drown a motherfucker. He say he in the truth for yeah, bro, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my home. Plus what they believe, hard for me to follow. No right me, no head, not even inspired to live and keep it hollow. So when they ask some duplicate, tell them absolutely. And I ain't sure of my ways, but nothing, gotta execute it. Cause I can never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking, watching my daughters tucked in their bed. They so smart, and a lot of shit so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies, and they can't pop usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. They ain't about the shit I used to do in that 98 and 10 level seats. See, without wisdom, this world make me weak. I found out that the truth was bitter. The lies are sweet, tried everything. I guess me, I'm on the head to me. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak. And teach talk my little girls, the day and day. Lie with a man, they better bring their blood and bed sheets. Chaos makes the time. This block that's my headpiece, and I ain't trying to take them out, but I will defend this house. Or take a check. 144 in that black trench on some hitman shit. She called it 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressing for the wedding. Fuck the fame. Ass why tell them I'm loyal to the king. Until the righteous ready.